Hello, my name is JD, also known as JD Beauty, and in this channel we talk about all things beauty, and it's been like 5-6 months or something, like, I don't know. It's been some months for sure. Let me tell you what happened, right? It wasn't even one thing that happened. It was like, at first, I stopped making videos because there was an influx in work. I had a lot to do at work, and it was fine, you know? Some people got fired, some people got like misplaced. I had to fill in a lot. It was cool, whatever. I like money. That was cool. Then as work started easing up, I got depressed. And I was like, I don't feel like making YouTube right now. I'm already like, I don't even want to work right now, let alone make YouTube videos. So I started focusing on work and getting home and doing what I had to do. Depression started to ease up. What happened after that? My papa died. My grandfather, the only active one I have, you know, no shade, but the only active one I have in my life, he passed. Shout out Papa. Shout out James Love. Shout out, hold on, he's right here, look. That's my granddad. Only one I ever really knew. He's gone. And I've been processing that at a rate that I was not expecting myself to process. It's been very confusing for myself. This is my first loss that I've actually felt. Because I've had people in my family pass before, but they've never been close to me, so I've never really felt it. Been really some really confusing stuff going on this half. Anyway, so he passed, right? When I was supposed to make my video. Because I was like, I'm gonna come back strong, I'm gonna make a video. He passed, and I was like, okay, next week I'm gonna make a video. Funeral happened that week. And I cried in a way that I never expected myself to cry before. It was crazy. And I was like, okay, it's fine. I'm gonna make a video next week. What happened the next week? I got the flu. But yeah, this month I was like, okay, I'm just gonna get back into it. I'm just gonna hop back into it randomly, and I'm gonna pretend that I wasn't gone. I'm gonna pretend that I wasn't gone, and you're gonna pretend that I wasn't gone. Everything's fine. Yeah, this month's busy. You know, other than just working. My best friend's birthday was yesterday. My brother's birthday is today. My granddad's birthday / balloon release is tomorrow. The next day is my other friend's birthday. And then it's my little brother's birthday. And it's my other friend's birthday. And then it's cousins and aunties and great-grandmas. For some reason, all their birthdays on the same day. You know, it's fine. But yeah, stuff's happening. But I said I'm gonna make a YouTube video anyway. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do like an updated, everyday, usual makeup tutorial thing. I think that was my first YouTube video. We're just gonna do an updated version of that because I have new makeup now, and I'm not using all of the same 7 products. So, without further ado, you wanna know how disorganized I am? My makeup is not unpacked from the funeral. I took a bag of makeup to the funeral because I knew I was gonna cry. And I did. I cried a lot. I knew I was gonna cry, so I took a bag of makeup, and I still haven't even unpacked that. That's how unprepared I am for this. Makeup's messy. I mean, the room's messy. Everything's messy. I don't even know what to. Bonnet's still on. My hair's grown, by the way. My hair's grown. And also, I re-dyed it ginger again. I don't even think I'm the same color that I was the last time I made a video. I don't know. Oh, you can see my shoes now. Yeah, I put a shoe rack up since the last time I recorded a video. Listen, Doc, I don't know. I'm trying my best. Oh, I have new glasses. I have 2 new pairs of glasses. One of them is this is my other pair right here. Just, you know, regular square pair like my old pair. These are my current pair. Very, you know, yeah, trying something new. I'm getting together. It was not together before I started this video. I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay, stop. Calm down. I don't think that I'm the same color that I was when I started making these videos, which means that my makeup all might not be the same shade, but that's okay. We're gonna lock in. We're gonna just deal with it, okay? Nothing is the way that it was when I first left, and we're just gonna roll with it. We're just gonna rock with it. We're still using the e.l.f. Flawless Satin Foundation in shade Honey, I think. Yeah, in shade Honey. We're mixing that with the e.l.f. Color corrector in green, because I'm olive toned. And if you didn't watch my video in which I found out that I was olive toned, watch that. Very educational video about skin colors and whatnot. I'm gonna use this the top of a mason jar that I had shea butter in to mix my foundation. Yeah, life has been stressful, bro. As stressful as I thought life was previously, like I was thinking back to when I was a teenager, you know, and I thought that life was so hard. I've learned some things since then. I'm not saying that life wasn't hard then, I'm just saying that like I've learned some things since then. You know who's gonna be really happy about this video? My little cousin. Because apparently my cousins and my auntie are very into my YouTube videos and they watch them. What even happened since the last time that I made a YouTube video? I don't know, like I'm 22 now. I think I was still 21 the last video I made. Yeah, I've aged up crazy. It was like The Sims, like you leave me alone for a little bit and I'm suddenly a new age. Crazy how that happens. My best friend is 21 now, but which like that means nothing to me personally. Not that it means nothing, but like he lives in a different state, so we can't actually do anything together until he next comes here and until I next go to Georgia. So yeah, I have the Mange or Mong or something Eglet foundation brush that I'm pretty sure I got off Amazon, so it could just be an Amazon brand. Who knows, dog? We're gonna hope this is mixed correctly, and if it's not, it doesn't matter because I'm just gonna put a bunch of stuff on top of it to make it look good. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. Nothing ever matters. I am entirely too light for my foundation now. That's what I think I realized this during the funeral, or when I was doing my makeup for the funeral, which is crazy because I don't feel like I got any darker. But somehow my makeup doesn't match anymore, so apparently yesterday and today were SummerSlam. And I know what you're thinking, JD, I thought you liked wrestling. I do. Or did. Something started to get really racist and shaky. I stopped watching, I don't know. I was really into wrestling and I got out of it, but I'm kind of still in it. I'm really into like Jey Uso and Solo Sikoa and Naomi. Other than that, I don't really care. So I'm just kind of like keeping up via social media. Yesterday my brother was like, hey, you watched SummerSlam with me today? Hey, didn't know that was happening. Sure, I guess. I didn't. I'm a liar. I did not end up watching that at all with him. Let's cover this gigantic forehead of mine. Notably, I'm not going under my eyes because I don't want to put too much product under my eyes. Okay, that's foundation. We're gonna move on to concealer, and we're using the True Skin High Cover Concealer by Catrice in shade Neutral Fudge 60. Is that in the camera? Don't know. I can't see it. I need to get used to this again. I don't know, you know. Oh yeah, I forgot that the doe foot broke off inside of the thingy, so, but I really like this concealer, so I just keep using it. Yeah, the little spongy thing that usually is at the end of your applicator, yeah, that broke off. Shout out Catrice. But also, like, non-sarcastically, shout out Catrice, because your product is good enough for me to still keep trying to use despite that. So I literally just dip in and I take whatever ends up on this part and I just scrape off my thingy. And then we're going back in with the e.l.f. color corrector because I'm olive toned. And we're using our, I think this is an e.l.f. brush. e.l.f. Flawless Concealer Brush. I hope I'm showing you. Oh no, don't care also. I'm gonna take that under the eyes. All up in there, just all up in there. Up along the sides of the nose and under the eyes. I think it's crazy that I was just having a whole party 2 seconds ago. Like I just came upstairs from said party. It was a whole celebration. My brother left and all of a sudden the whole thing fell apart. I don't know what just happened. Put that in the upper lip area and then take the rest and just throw it around the chin and then connect that with the upper lip area. Next, we're gonna take the LA Colors Ultimate Cover Concealer in shade Golden. Of course, we're also going to mix that with some green. Use the same concealer brush and just take that in the corner of my eyes and then up into the sides of my nose. Take the rest of that concealer, put it on the other side. That's concealer. After concealer, we do contour. And for contour, we have the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contour in shade Hazelnut Spread. I don't know. Look at that. It's Wet n Wild and it's in a stick form. Great stuff happening there. You know, I had a whole like list of things I was gonna talk about, but then I like mentioned the funeral and the deaths and stuff, and it's like, that's all I can think about. And I don't want to just talk about that the whole time, but I do want you to understand that I'm extremely depressed. My thing is, I just like fully coated my hair in contour. That's cool. My thing is, I was not expecting myself to be as sad about it as I was, and that's not to say that I didn't think that I would like be affected, because you know, that's my papa, that's my granddad, it's the only granddad I ever knew. I just thought that I'd be cool, like me personally, but that's also because I never experienced like a loss before. So I just assumed that I'd be okay. Safe to say I was wrong about that assumption. If you care all about where I put my contour now, the base of my cheekbones, the very bottom of my chin, and then the bottom of my nose, and then the like top. Like that. You see it? You see it? You see it? Okay, cool. We're gonna leave the nose, but then we're gonna take this mange angled contouring brush, and we're gonna take that to the cheeks. I forgot to put some of my what is this thing called? Forehead. Really struggling with words recently. Did you know that AI is like physically altering the brains of our generation, and also every generation that's using it, but like specifically our generation because it was created during our generation? Such a fantastic thing, you know? Yeah, like people are genuinely, they made a test to see how it was affecting the brains of people, and yeah, people are like scoring low. People who are often exposed to AI, generative AI especially, are like, their brains are deteriorating, but it's okay. It's okay that AI is like destroying neighborhoods in Memphis. Was it Memphis? I might have made that up, but it is destroying neighborhoods. I think it was Memphis, but I don't know specifically which neighborhoods it was. But I do know that it's black neighborhoods, which is very interesting. Very interesting that the AI is harming, because you know the factories are built specifically in black neighborhoods, which is very interesting, very interesting. It's almost like that's an agenda of its own, but what do I know, you know? I don't know anything, it's fine. As long as the AI helps you make a funny image and whatnot, it's cool. But you know what, my thing is, I'm just gonna keep my opinion to myself. I'm just gonna keep it to myself, except for when I'm making a YouTube video, in which case, it is now everyone's business what I think. But you know what, besides my deep feelings on AI and the state of the world, I also like to talk about the movies that I've watched recently. Let's talk about Sinners first of all. I watched Sinners. I watched it 5 times. I know you might be thinking like, oh, that's kind of excessive. It's not. 5 times is the normal amount of times that you should watch Sinners, and then some. Not gonna lie to you. Great movie, fantastic movie, and I just like, when I come back with Glam and Gore, whenever I have the like energy in my spirit to record a Glam and Gore video, I just want you to know that's gonna be the first one I do. Because not only did we buy it, we bought it, right? And then it came out on Max. Trust and believe it's gonna be on this channel. It's gonna be on this channel. Let me tell you about Superman, bro. Let me tell you about Superman. Let me tell you about how Superman restored my faith in like movies, and comic book movies especially. I thought that superhero movies were like done for, because I was not interested anymore. I lost full interest, I'm not gonna lie to you. I've been ride or die for Marvel especially, but like superhero movies, I've been ride or die, and they were losing me. They were losing me real bad. Contour's done. We're gonna move on to blush. And we have the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Lip and Cheek Color in shade Coral. I also just watched Fantastic Four. All the superhero and horror movies I watched with my dad, except for Sinners, which I watched with my mom, and that was a whole different thing. I don't know how to categorize Sinners. It is technically like a horror thriller or whatever, but that was something that I watched with my mom, and I knew that. I knew from the bottom of my heart that that was a mom movie. And I don't know how else to explain that, you know? Just know that I knew. Just know that I knew. Yeah, I watch horror movies and superhero movies with my mom. I mean, with my dad, and otherwise, I watch movies with my mom. So that means that I watched Fantastic Four and Superman with my dad, but Fantastic Four was succeeding Superman, and I was like, I hope that this like keeps up the hope that I had in my heart for Superman from Superman to Fantastic Four. It did. It did. It held up all of that hope that I had in my spirit. I really thought they would lose me because Marvel has been losing me. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like the old Hulk, Superman, Batman, Fantastic Four, Iron Man, that stuff, like, I was there. But they started to lose me recently. They kind of win me back a little bit, slightly. With some movies here and there, they were winning me back a little bit. Guardians of the Galaxy, you know what? I've realized that James Gunn is the dude. He's the guy who can win you back. Because James Gunn came back to Marvel and he was like, hey, I know that they're losing you. I know. But lock in with me for a second. I have something for you. Guardians of the Galaxy 3 made me cry so bad. Made me cry so bad. And what made me cry? I know what you're thinking. What made you cry that bad? Raccoon. A raccoon and an otter. And a rabbit. And a seal. That's what made me cry that bad. Yeah. Because Rocket used to have a family. And that's why he's the way that he is now. We can get into that in another video. We're going to pretend that I don't have hiccups. We're going to pretend. And we're just going to continue on. First up, we're going to do LA Girl Pro Setting Brightening Loose Setting Powder in shade Translucent. We're going to just take some, pat it off on our palm. Alright, so I just set under my eyes with the LA Colors Pro Setting Powder. And then for the rest of my face, I'm going to use the e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder in shade Medium Beige. Back into this thingy, Powder Puff. That's the word. Tap that, tap it off in your hand, or whatever is available for tapping. You're just gonna put that everywhere else. You know, speaking of Marvel movies, the other day my nephew was watching the first Iron Man movie. I don't know if you know this about me. I quite enjoy Iron Man. And when I say quite enjoy, I mean I was obsessed with him for a minute. I was obsessed. So when I was chilling with him downstairs, he looks me deep in my soul. He says, hey auntie, have you ever heard this movie before? I look up, I see Iron Man. I look back down. You don't even know. You don't even, like, I wanted to just, like, express to him how deep this movie was ingrained into my brain, my blood, my very being. But he's 6, and I don't feel like that would, like, go over well with a 6-year-old. So I was like, yeah, love this movie. It's my favorite movie ever. I don't know how else to explain that to you, pal. We're gonna go in with the NYX Buttermilk Bronzer in shade Dew Butter. We're gonna go in with the Mange Pointed Brush 19 for our contour, as well as the e.l.f. concealer brush. But we're gonna use this first, and we're gonna just go along the high points of our cheekbones and along our forehead. Then we're gonna take the e.l.f. concealer brush. We're gonna tap that off just to get any extra product off, and we're gonna tap it into the Dew Butter, and we're gonna go swipe under the nose, tap, and then while all that sets, we're gonna go ahead and go into the Wet n Wild Ultimate Brow Retractable Brow Pencil in shade Dark Brown. And we're gonna go back in with the concealer that we mixed earlier. Just any of it at all. We're gonna go under our brows. I'm gonna clean it up. We must now take a pause to moisturize thine lips. What do we use if not Carmex? You can use whatever you want to use. I don't care. I don't care if you use EOS. I don't care if you use Aquaphor. I don't care. Just moisturize your lips, bro. I don't care. We're gonna go ahead and line our lips with Coin Collector One Size. I said that backwards. One size in shade Coin Collector. It's fine. Whatever. I don't care. Very simple. Line, and then you take the same thing that you put on your cheeks, the Mega Glow Wet n Wild something coral. I don't know. Take a little bit of that, and you just go ahead and put that in the center of your lips. That's literally it. That's it. And if you absolutely must put a concealer, nope. Brown, no. Hello? Eyeshadow. If you absolutely must put an eyeshadow on, You can literally just take anything. You can take any, like, I'm about to use this bronzer. Watch this. Take some bronzer. Outer eye. Simple. Easy peasy. We're gonna pretend that it's eyeshadow and I'm gonna take this stuff. LA Color Strobing Illuminating Powder in shade Champagne. And we're just gonna put that where highlights go. Ow, I pinched my finger. It's cool. It's whatever. It's fine. Honestly, if you want to put some gloss on there, you can. Don't care. But this is the face. This is the face. And we're just gonna spray as many setting sprays on there as possible because I don't know why. Actually, I don't know why I'm about to take this all off, but just for the image, I guess, we're gonna go ahead and put the LA Girl on here. After that, we're gonna go ahead and go in with the NYX Dewy Finish setting spray. Don't know. Here we go. This stuff that's caved in because apparently I be squeezing it. Who knows? And then finally, just for like flair, I guess, we're gonna put the Shake Fix Glow Tree Setting Spray on. And then that's literally it. I don't know. You know? This is just what happened to my face when I was like preparing for the funeral. Which means that this is not my everyday makeup. Don't know what else to tell you. I mean, not every day. Every day doesn't involve concealer at all. You know what I mean, though. Like, this is my easy makeup for when I have an event that actually involves looking good. Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's the face. That's the makeup. Is my face entirely to life my body? Possibly. Possibly. And that's just not my business right now. But that's the face. Look at it. Look at it. Glasses back on. So I can look at myself in that thingy. My iPad's over there. If you want to see yourself, just oh nope. There you are. That's also where I light candles and pray. One might even call it an altar, but you know, I don't know how y'all get about the imagery of altars if it's not directly related to Christianity. So we're gonna ease up on that. I don't know. That's it. That's it. That's the whole video. That's also like a life update. Like I said, life has been lifing. R.I.P. Papa, the realest one, gone. And everything else that has happened. We're not even gonna talk about the economical, political state of the world right now because I will literally burst into tears. Because why would you guys leave me with this generation? Why, why would you guys mess the world up so much and then just like toss me into it? What was that about? Besides the point, we're gonna move on. That's it. That's the video. We're gonna just go ahead and wrap it up. If you like this video, make sure to like it, subscribe, comment. I like reading your comments when you guys leave them. You can also look in the description, and you can cash at me if you wish. Anyway, that's it. That's it. That's the video. That's the get ready with me for nothing. That's the life update. That's, yeah. I don't know what else to tell you, bro. I just, you know, yeah. Thanks for sticking with me. If you like it, subscribe. If you don't. Yeah. Thank you. Bye.